Alright, everybody, let's continue on with part 3.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Yes.
go.
Okay, part 3, Goddess of the Silver Screen. The follies of time, emotion, and money. Enter the temple of the silver monkey.
Riku, are you here with us too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Move the glass if you're here, Riku.
What? I'm confused.
it's a seance thing.
Oh,
Oh.
Jones hasn't moved from the capsule-like bed, her face still hidden under layers of bandages. Right now, she is more suited to play a mummy than a princess. Betty catches the thought before letting it hit her. A thin white sheet covers Jones's frail frame, the folds rising and falling like mountain ridges between her body and the bed. As Betty enters and approaches, the once princess opens her eyes. Oh!
Oh.
yeah.
It's you.
On screen, she is stunning and lovely. Even lying on thick, soft pillows, her wavy short hair remains smooth and neat. Her dark brows furrow slightly as she gazes tearfully at her lover.
I swore I would never see you again.
Ooh.
Is she hallucinating?
Parallels.
Oh no, that's a memory.
The difference of movie and reality.
Yep.
Hmm.
But now, she clings to life in this strange glass coffin.
You saved me. Otherwise, I would have broken my neck long ago.
Betty freezes in place. She has no memory of what happened after the fall.
I'm closer.
Her voice, devoid of vitality, drifts out like a spirit and dissolves into the air, leaving Betty to guess if the words were with her lips. She moves closer until she reaches the glass barrier, remarking that she has never been this near to Jones before.
What about the others?
The radiance is faded from her eyes. They are two glass beads that look around and seem to find some refuge when they meet Betty's own.
The others.
She means the film crew, back in the unfinished past that Betty and Jones left behind in the 1930s. Betty opens her mouth, looking at Jones's frail state. She can't bear to part with the obvious truth that hangs on her lips. A lie slips out instead.
They're outside.
Outside the foundation, outside the era.
Don't worry about them.
Betty stammers out in fear that Jones will press further. Outside? Where? Doing what? But Jones only nods before asking her next question.
What about the camera?
Her eyes return weakly.
I had the camera with me.
Betty notices the red veins cascading over the white of Jones's eyes, making them seem translucent.
Where is it?
Ooh.
That seems healthy.
Uh-oh.
Jones falls into a seizure. Betty isn't even sure how their conversation ended. Maybe someone else had stopped it. At some point, a nurse rushes in with a syringe in her hand. Alright, I'll do the nurse here as well, because Clomarzine, watch the dosage. Initiate emergency measures. Clear the room. Betty trembles, unwilling to recall what had just happened in that ward. Jones had been like a thread of thin wire strung around her own neck, and Betty was holding at her end. I will spare you guys from reading out medical terms for now.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
It felt like if I moved my finger, Jones would fall away right before my eyes. A fragile safety line.
A safety line, a term among stunt actors for the harness that ensured their survival. Right, because Betty is a stunt actress.
Hmm.
That's her job. She's never played a leading role. Heck, she's never even played a
Oh.
minor role.
Uh-huh.
Looks like the storm really did a number on her. A hand lands on Betty's shoulder from behind. She turns to see the nurse who just tended to Jones greeting her. And you lied to her. Betty shoots her questioning stare at the nurse, who tilts her chin towards the storage room. Let's talk.
Ooh.
The window is wide open in the otherwise cramped and narrow room, but outside there's nothing to see. Just the face of another wall, pockmarked with bumps and ridges so close that one could almost reach out and touch it. The nurse introduces herself as Laura, and she stands by the window, leaning outside with a cigarette in hand. You're not even her little sidekick, are you? Betty reveals details of their story, and Laura turns back, exhaling a puff of smoke like a dragon's fire into Betty's face.
Hey, what the hell?
She waves her hand in disgust to disperse the smoke. Laura only laughs. Go on, wave faster. This thing's sensitive as heck. If it detects me smoking, it'll spray and drench us both.
You shouldn't be smoking here in the first place.
Yeah? So what? The world's gone insane. You really think the rules matter anymore? Laura stubs the cigarette out the window frame, already covered in blackened marks. You're just not used to it yet. Betty doesn't respond, brushing off the smoke clinging to her clothes.
So,
You're from the 1930s, right? Huh. Laura studies Betty with a cocked head and a breezy, if unfriendly, smile. So, what's your arcane skill?
I can alter my physique and appearance temporarily. It's useful for my line of work. Though I can never get my face to be perfectly identical to someone else. So close-ups aren't really a thing for me.
oh,
Oh, that's all? Sounds like a 3-star power.
Power.
Not all of it, no. If I shift into a stronger form, my strength increases with it too. Maybe that's not the flashiest arcane skill, but it's been good enough for me.
Laura shakes her head, thoroughly unimpressed. You can make muscles on command and change your face, but not by much. Seems like all you are is a bad actor with a fake mustache, so what else have you got?
What?
for example.
You know, something interesting. Maybe a collectible? Like Junta's camera.
Here is the case.
I know a buyer. He collects interesting stuff. I take a cut, of course. Doesn't have to be expensive. Any old thing can still sell for a good price. I once sold a broken car pendant. Looked like junk, but it had a picture of the original owner's daughter inside. Someone paid a fortune for it just because of their sentimentality. Betty stares at the nurse in shock.
Is that all you dragged me in here for? You want Jones's camera?
Listen.
Collectors are crazy about stuff like that. You get to name the price on stuff like that. I'm just saying, if you want some cash, reach out. Oh, and here's the process for reclaiming lost items. Laura pats Betty's shoulder as she leaves. Ugh.
Bitch, why do you want money if the world goes wild, like you said?
Well, there is still money in the foundation, which is kind of horrifying to think about, but yeah, there is still money in the foundation.
Fuck. Even at the end of the world.
It's
It's
how
so full of-
37 got her ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah, that's shit. Sad. Sad. But it is what it is.
Okay, any chat we have to catch up on? No, not necessarily.
Yes, we good.
Alright. Part 4. The World She Longs For. Hope lies on display within a glass case.
oh shit. Thanks for the water.
The storm.
The memories of that day keep looping in her mind. She desperately wants to make sense of it, but her thoughts are blocked, like a fly slamming upon a window over and over again. Betty sits up, flips her pillow to the foot of her bed, then dives into it, burying her face entirely within the plush. She flips onto her back, gasping for air.
I can't sleep. What is this? I feel like I did the night before my first audition. Even then, I got sleep. What are the symptoms of amnesia again? Memory loss, muscle atrophy, poor focus. If I can't sleep, then tomorrow I might mess up on set. There's no set to mess up on.
She lets her eyes drift up to the unreachable ceiling. The clock ticks away violently as it rolls through the past, present, and future. The clock ticks life away, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Until now, she never realized it.
It's too quiet. No snoring, no crying, no creaky beds or shouting matches through the walls. Cheap motels have got more life than this.
Betty switches on the TV in the corner of the room. Inside the glowing silver box, a cowboy gallops across the American frontier, wearing the bravest grin and wielding the quickest six-shooter, caught on the peak of his heroic moment.
I guess it doesn't matter the era. Whether it's big or small, there's always a square world to escape into.
She falls back flat on her bed. Voices, gunfire, the pounding of hooves, and other sounds she can't quite place echo in her ears.
So lively.
The noise is familiar to her. Comforting noise brings the promise of sleep. The TV screen flickers erratically against the dark room, dialogue dissolving into a blur. Smooth jazz replaces the voices. White credits roll up the screen and brighten the room, but Betty is already fast asleep. There we go. There's a voice for you, Rico. Child
Sure.
voice.
A child? Beat! Beat! Over here!
In the cluttered alley, a child's voice calls out from beside her.
Tom?
Yeah!
The voice buzzes from inside a pipe beyond the weathered wall.
Did you forget how to get in?
I remember. Climb onto the trash bin and slip through the old storage room's tiny window. Then, head to the third screening hall. The staff door is never locked. We can sneak in there. I'm just assuming this is in the past.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Betty thinks it, she finds herself standing beneath the movie screen.
Shoot.
Riku?
Oh, yeah. My neck hurts from craning like this. Heck! Why does the usher have to sit at the back today?
Betty sits cross-legged in the front row chair, tilting her head all the way back, engrossed in the movie. Up this close, the screen is slightly warped, but she isn't bothered in the least. A train speeds through the western desert. The heroine is held at gunpoint.
Oh
No.
Seeing the heroine in danger, Betty covers her eyes.
Shh.
Keep your trap shut, or the ticket guy's going to figure out we're down here.
She nods, sliding her hands over her mouth instead. Cowboy William staggers from a gunshot, red spilling out from his body. Then, miraculously, he gets back up and pulls out a pie, baked rock solid at the bottom by the heroine, from his vest. He knocks the villain flat with the pie and saves the heroine.
That's cute.
A happy ending.
I wouldn't mind a slice of that pie.
The word end flickers on the screen, but Tom isn't paying any attention. You got this, Tom?
That was taken, wasn't it? A real cowboy. Wish I could be that guy. Pew pew.
You're so childish.
If I were a real big shot cowboy, I'd keep the entire town safe as houses. And the saloon keeper would save the best seat at the bar just for me.
Tom rubs his frostbitten feet. The motion reveals a stolen piece of black bread that juts out from his coat pocket.
But Cowboy William is in Greekwood Town. There won't be any danger left. You'll have to find another place.
Obviously, I'd go to Creekwood. That place ain't even real.
What?
Not real. But the movie is...
It's just a made-up story with actors on a fake set. There's no such town as Creekwood and no Cowboy William. You don't really think everything in the movie is real, do you, dummy?
Oh. So that's how it is.
But instead of disappointment, she looks somehow even happier.
That just means it's a place I really can reach.
What?
What? Don't you get it?
Yeah, it's a fake world. But that means I can create my own world too. A world without unemployment, without poverty, Without hunger? Without cold? Where everyone has enough food in their bellies and a warm, soft bed at night. It'd have music playing endlessly. The summers would always be bright and sunny, and the winters cozy and cheerful. It'd be a place where people can forget the pain and regrets of reality, to laugh or cry for someone else, even just for a while. A square world that protects people, a picture of beauty and hope. That's the world I want to make for me, and for everyone else too.
Sunlight pours in, and the white curtains ripple gently with a faint breeze. Music floats out from television, notes flowing with time, over and over. Second movement, third movement, twisting, looping, intertwining. This music is new. She lies still on her back, trying to hold on to her dream. But it fades from her mind like sand slipping through her fingers.
Why did I remember something from so long ago? Tom.
Tom died on a winter's day, years ago. His father, laid off and unemployed, had clung on to him as he perished inside a cold stove. Bette had forgotten his face until last night.
That violin piece is something I know very well. It's a concerto. Super hard to play. I'm sad that I wasn't skilled enough back in the day, but it's really good.
It's really
It's a
cool.
classic then.
It's a classical piece, yeah.
Well, you know, everything from over a century ago gets kind of across as classical piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's how time works. Two things I just realized, by the way. One is the more obvious thing of like, oh, the reason why Betty has less opportunities is because she grew up poor. Because, you know, socioeconomic divide. Of course, of course. But the second thing I realized, the reason why Betty was able to survive the fall from the tower is because she had the harness on her as a stunt actress.
Oh, yes. Totally.
Where everyone
Yes.
else
Oh
didn't have the
boy.
harness, yeah?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yep.
And I suppose she saved
Jones.
the actress because she was close, so maybe she like held her or something.
Mhm.
Oh boy. I wonder, we have like at least like two or so storms, like they talk about the symptoms of two or so storms that we didn't go through. I wonder like if Bette's is one. I don't remember if we already know where the two were. I know that one of them is the one like in Rayashki, where people's veins became like cables, but there's another one. I don't
Okay.
remember when it was, like what age is it.
There's some like really interesting storm syndromes. There's the one you mentioned, the people's heads turning into geometric shapes. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then there's the oil melting one, which we saw. Um, the money eating one. These storms are like really horrifying, but I'm not sure if it's
It's
been
the money.
described. Yeah.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, I
the
mean
violin.
like from the outside ones. Oh, you found it.
Ooh.
I found the piece. It's
classic.
Mendelssohn's Violin Concerto.
Ah,
Mendelssohn with two S's.
that's the origin.
I s-
Cool.
I see. Thank you. We'll take a look on the whole thing.
The fact that we are in we came from the 1930s though, and then traveled back to 1912 means that uh, this would be the first time that Marcus is picked up from the Flanagan Isles by Greta, um, and would be after the events of the first London dawning Uluru, uh, Games event, right? With Willow and Flutterpage and everyone. Timelines are weird.
Yes.
Timelines are so weird.
Yeah, I timeline and stuff. I let other people think about it. I do not have the brain capacity. If you say so, I believe.
All right, let's get back into it.
All right.
Thinking back on last night's stream, Betty returns to the lost and found section. A few people are milling around in the section. The two clerks behind the counter are chatting away.
Hi, I'm here to collect this camera.
Betty hands over her documents to the clerk. Asriku,
Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. You made it.
at the woman's exclamation, a few warehouse staff peek out, eyeing Betty with curiosity.
You know me?
Of course. Everyone's talking about you too. A lady with half her face soaked in blood was found dragging you with one arm and clutching a camera with the other. How is she doing?
What?
Holy cow, what an image! The surrounding employees nod in unison, vividly describing the scene. Maybe a bit too much detail, actually.
She survived. You mean that Joan saved me?
She did. And that camera too. At first, we thought this thing might be some kind of awaken. But it's just an ordinary old thing.
The staff already fetched the camera from storage. They chat excitedly about Betty, Jones, and the camera, marveling at the bond between them. So, still gonna sell that camera, Betty? Watching them, Betty pictures the white figure in her mind, smoke swirling above her head. Laura doesn't belong to any era anymore. She's a heartless bastard who doesn't care about emotions. She'll never understand. At the tail end of their conversation, the woman looks regretfully at the camera before handing it to Betty.
What could be inside this thing that's worth so much trouble?
Reaching over the counter, Betty takes the camera. There are still splotches of dried blood on it, but she holds it close to her chest. Yeah, Betty.
Outside that square box, I can protect your dream too, Jones. You'll wake up, and we'll finish this film together. This is the very last movie of the 1930s. The last film.
Ah,
Ooh.
last film.
Ho, ho, ho.
The meaning, the sentimentality, the themes.
Themes.
Talk louder.
Mona next mentioned this would be around the time that Ulrich and Dora celebrate Nico's birthday. That's right. Right. Because that would be when Greta's like, I'm off to pick up a stray orphan. I'll be right back. And Ulrich like puts, what was it, like 28 candles on a cake? Horrifying idea. Benny's anecdote helped shed some light on where Foundation headquarters might be located. Before, we knew it had to be west of Vienna, but north of the Isle of Arran. Now we also know that's located in a French-speaking country and near a lake next to Betty's anecdote. Oh. I'm not
I
sure
wonder.
about Vienna because like there's a branch of Foundation there, but I guess close enough they could travel by train, maybe? You wonder? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I wonder if we're gonna get a copyright claim on our YouTube VOD.
For Mendelssohn's piece.
from Mendelsohn.
Oh no.
Beware.
Well,
Not again.
I can always just replace it with some other song. Strangely enough,
Usually
So yes, go ahead.
But usually with that stuff, it'll just be a claim and it won't be anything that affects the
Yeah, yeah.
VOD. It'll just make it so you can't monetize it, that's all.
Content ID. Yeah.
Right.
Funny enough, my live stream of Barcarola's Anecdote wasn't claimed, but Regulus's was, which is weird. But thankfully I think they fixed it, right? So it's no longer like auto claiming that. There was a whole kerfuffle
They
with
did? I am not sure.
copyright. It's always third party. Yep.
Yeah, the classical usually is like not the music, it's like the, you know, who recorded it, who has that rendition.
And it's, well, and in my experience, it's not even them. It's a third party, like, not even related to the people that did that recording. It's...
They're
the copyright
boy.
just gets bought and owned by some mysterious corporation somewhere. It's a scam.
Don't we
I
all?
think it's a big, huge
Don't we?
scam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very similar
Oh
to
boy.
like credit loaning companies that like are also part of don't really have like clear owners.
Yeah. Oh well. The copyright system is fucked.
It is. All right, I'm ready for part 5.
Me too.
Seems in public domain. That's good. Part 5, a perfect double. Look, her dream is nearly picture perfect. Jones's condition remains unstable. Most of the time, Betty just sits in the ward, regarding the script from memory. The real one had been lost in the storm. Occasionally, Jones awakens for a brief moment.
Betty, what time is it?
Her voice has lost all trace of its former haughty, confident tone. Fragility strips everyone of their dignity. Betty pauses her writing to glance up at the clock.
2 p.m.
Jones doesn't seem to respond to the answer one way or another. Betty scrutinizes her frail face, trying to figure out what she is thinking. Maybe she is wondering how long she's been out. Maybe she's wondering why Betty is there. Or maybe she isn't thinking about anything at all. On rare occasions, Jones even gains the strength to ask about the film.
How far have they gotten?
Scene 14.
It is the latest scene Betty has rewritten from memory. She's been waiting for Jones to recover so they can pick up where the film reel left off and finish the movie.
But if I'm not there, what are they shooting?
Betty rubs the corner of the script between her thumb and forefinger, rolling it into a tiny curl.
They're shooting other scenes first. They'll do the reshoots once you're discharged.
Betty glances up to avoid meeting her eyes. Jones lies back in the glass chamber without a response.
Everyone misses you. Though the script supervisor is a bit peeved because the shots are getting so scattered. Keeping track of the takes is a hassle.
Betty. I have been lying here too long. Have practically burned a hole on the ceiling with my eyes. Could you bring me some pictures of outside? And some photos of the crew. I miss them.
But the director doesn't allow pictures on set.
Betty wants desperately to find an excuse, but Jones's eyes meet hers through the layers of gauze, saying nothing, waiting. Betty closes the script.
All right. I'm sure they'll make an exception for you.
Oh my god.
The lake shimmers. Women in light dresses stroll through the grass. Men with fishing rods lie by the shore, releasing their catches back into the water.
But this isn't the scenery I need.
I just realized what she's about to do.
Oh.
But she can shapeshift,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think she's gonna
Ooh.
like make herself as the crew.
Mm.
Betty hurries past them, carrying around a bag on her back. She finds a quiet spot and sets the bag down.
This place, at least, doesn't have any strange buildings in the background. You could almost mistake it for the original filming location.
After agreeing to Jones's request, Betty devises a little trick to deceive the Foundation. Right. Betty's about to invent green screen or blue screen.
Mm-hmm.
Green screen.
She then takes out her computer and then has a generative AI. I'm kidding.
Them.
The story got dark. Oh.
When she settles on a good angle, she pulls out her camera and rummages through the clothes, slipping on a fishing vest and a beret.
The director was always wearing something like this. But now...
Betty hesitates, searching around. She realizes only now that she can't be the director and take the picture at the same time. She needs someone to press the shutter for her. A young woman sits in the grass not far away, sketching the landscape. Betty takes a deep breath and approaches.
Excuse me, miss.
Okay. Oui, voulez-vous? Yes? Do you need some help? The woman lifts her hand to shield her eyes from the sunlight and squints up at Betty. Betty stares at her lips, fully stunned as fluid, pearl-like words roll out. Words she doesn't know in the slightest. Tout va bien? Are you okay? I realized too late that I was already reading both lines. I only meant to
It's
read
okay.
the French portion.
Complete reading.
Yep. Oh well. In for a penny, right?
Mm.
The sound reaches Betty's ears, this time more familiar, but still indecipherable. She can at least tell from the woman's expression that she meant no harm. Looking around, Betty doesn't see anyone else who might help. She has no choice but to rely on a more universal language.
Can you please...
Betty gestures with her box camera. Est-ce que vous voulez-vous que je prenne une photo? Do you want me to take a photo for you?
Photo! Yes!
Bien sûr. Of course. The woman gives her a small nod with a shy smile, and Betty thanks her.
Thank you!
Then, using her arcane skill, she transforms into an almost perfect match for the director's face and shape. She turns her face slightly towards the camera, posing as if shining directions offset. Beforehand, she had practiced many angles in her mirror. This one proved the most convincing. The director's slightly upturned nose and Thick, coarse eyebrows were his defining features. As long as they were visible, even he would be able to tell the difference. What? Click. The one pressed the shutter, capturing a photo so realistic it could fool anyone. Hey, Paton! Amazing!
Hold on just a moment.
Betty rummages through her bag, pulling out another lead actor's costume. She hits her form again, then lies down on the grass, covering her face with the magazine, pretending to be asleep. Click. The woman pressed the shutter again. Say, incredible! That's incredible! As Beth continues changing outfits and forms, a few curious onlookers begin to gather round. In the distance, more people stop to watch. Betty doesn't want any unnecessary attention, but it comes all the same. After switching into a few more outfits, she thanks the woman profusely with awkward courtesy as she packs up her clothes before hurrying back to the foundation.
I won't cause problems at all.
Yeah, no. I'm sure 1912, wherever we are, is very welcoming to arcanists.
Yes.
Hmm.
Holding the freshly developed photos, Betty runs to Jones's ward.
Hey.
Jones looks up at her with longing eyes. Betty hesitates, holding the photos inward, until finally pressing them against the glass chamber.
The director said it was all right, so I took plenty of pictures.
Jones's eyes light up. She gazes at the photos with tearful wonder, seeing familiar faces she hadn't seen in so long, everyone alive and well, moving forward with their lives. She flips through the images one by one, before finally speaking.
They look wonderful.
The bandages near her eyes grow dark with moisture, and her body trembles slightly. It's as if she could feel the life in those moments through the photos. She seems unwilling to look away for even a second. Seeing her reaction, Betty's tense nerves ease visibly.
Thank you, Betty.
The fabric of her bandages absorbs tear after tear. Jones slowly closes her eyes.
Can you do me one more favor?
Yeah?
Her wounded friend adopts a determined expression that defies all weakness.
You show me what my face looks like now.
Hmm.
Betty freezes.
What?
She looks into Jones's reddened eyes before averting her gaze again.
There aren't any mirrors here.
She scans the room, double-checking her spur-of-the-moment excuse.
And I don't think you're ready to remove your bandages. What if it pulls at your wound?
But you saw me when they changed my dressing, didn't you? So, use your arcane skill. Show me. I need to know how long until I can go back to filming.
Jones's frail fingers press against the inner glass of the chamber, pleading with Betty, who has the freedom to roam the world outside.
Just let me see. Just for a minute.
But you know, my arcane skill can't make me look exactly like you.
I know that. I just need a glimpse.
Today I'm not really feeling up to it.
Jones's trembling fingers rest against the glass, a reminder that she is trapped inside. Betty looks deep into Jones's beating face, takes a deep breath, and closes her eyes.
I hate this place.
Back then, Jones had been untouchable, radiant and dazzling, the kind of star Betty could only admire from afar.
Come over here, Betty.
Betty trembles in her step. She forces herself to push aside the image of Jones's scarred face burning in her memory, afraid it might color her transformation. Jones studies her face closely, while Betty anxiously follows her gaze, terrified that Jones might notice some telling flaw, a hint in her. Let me try it again. Jones studies her closely, while Betty anxiously follows her gaze, terrified that Jones might notice some telling flaw, a hint of her scars. But instead, Jones smiles and laughs weakly.
You haven't got my eyebrows right at all.
Huh?
Hearing her chuckle, Betty flushes red and turns away.
How about this?
That's better. But the nose isn't quite right either. It should be a little taller.
Really?
Betty pinches the bridge of her nose, making it appear more defined.
It's too much. That looked ridiculous.
From Betty's perspective, her nose now seems oddly exaggerated. She looks at it, trying to tweak it into something more natural, only to end up cross-eyed.
Oh, it's bad.
Even Betty can't help but laugh.
You're making me look more like vaudeville than Hollywood, Betty.
After a good laugh, Betty falls silent. She doesn't dare meet Jones's eyes again. Instead, she leans against the glass chamber, staring at the floor. Sometimes, emotions spread through the air like mist, lingering between words unspoken.
Why are you crying? Why are you Bette.
Why are you crying?
Betty's reply is petulant, like a child throwing a tantrum. A faint shiver passes over her, and she returns to her own form.
You just look familiar. You remind me of someone.
Who?
Jones takes a deep, hoarse breath and slowly exhales.
I'm too tired now. I'll tell you some other time.
Betty wipes her nose and nods affirmatively.
Then I'll head back for today. Get some rest.
Betty lets her fingertips rest against the glass chamber, mirroring Jones's hand. She almost thought she could feel her warmth.
Thank you.
Betty shakes her head, then turns to leave wordlessly.
That was horrible. I love it.
That was horrible. I
Yeah.
love it. That's a good way of putting it.
Holy cow, Betty just like keeps digging a deeper and deeper hole.
But yeah. Sipping my tea anxiously.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
I'm gonna. Ugh.
thinking that people are alive and their pictures is one thing, and then to like use her powers from memory to try to like avoid having to show her disfigured face. Oh my goodness.
I don't have either she knows what's going on, and she's like, Bette is like making me feel better about things. We're kind of like forgetting together. Oh, she doesn't know, and Bette is like just digging a worse and worse hole.
Right?
Either or.
Holy cow. You can ring my